Okay, welcome back. Good morning. Today we have the last episode of our trading strategy where we do an execution, we connect everything together and we do an execution and we actually enter trades, okay? So this is actually the checklist. I know that you are right now reading it, but don't worry because I'm gonna put it here in our Discord server in educational tutorial sections. So don't worry, it's gonna be there forever, okay? But essentially what the trading strategy is, it's fairly simple. First, what we have to do is mark all our highs and lows on 4-hour chart, okay? For our examples, we're gonna use yesterday's price action on Bitcoin Cash because crypto was opened. And this strategy essentially applies also for crypto and all other assets, okay? So what am I doing right now? I'm marking yesterday's highs and lows. And then we will proceed with our strategy, okay? So here we have 4-hour highs and lows. Let's actually go from the 9 o'clock, okay? So I'm gonna mark everything that happened at 9 o'clock because let's imagine that you would wake up and you would see the chart as it is at 9 o'clock, and then yeah, that's when you would start trading, okay? Okay, good. So we have what is here. This looks like I'm now marking all highs and lows. Let's see if this is a low. No, it's not. Okay, maybe here. Okay, maybe here. Okay, good. Okay, so whenever we start, we always mark our highs and lows on 4-hour chart, on 1-hour chart, as well as session highs and lows. Okay, so for example, here from 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock, we had Tokyo session. So I'm gonna mark also the lowest point on Tokyo session and the highest point on Tokyo session as well. Okay, and then it's 9 o'clock and we start. Okay. So at 9 o'clock, what would actually happen? We are right now here, okay? And then here we haven't hit anything. Here we also haven't hit anything, okay? But we formed another low. So at this point, we will mark also this low. And then here we still haven't hit anything, but we formed another high, okay? And then what happened? Look, the price went massively down, okay? We started selling. So what happens then? At this exact point, when we cross this little line, we cross this like 1 hour low, we scroll down to 5 minutes, okay? Okay, now we see a 5-minute chart. Good. So now we are right now here. And what do we do at this exact point? At this exact point, we are waiting for break of structure, okay? We are now on 5 minutes and we are waiting for 5-minute break of structure. I'm gonna mark it with this blue line, okay? Good, we are here. Okay, and now we are waiting. Up and down, that's a high. Up and down, that's a high. Up and down, that's a high. Oops, you see here, we crossed another line, okay? That was one of our 1 hour lows, okay? So what happens? I'm gonna delete this one and now I'm gonna just keep that one open, okay? Okay, what happens then? The price goes slightly up and down, then down, down, down. We cross this line, okay? So I delete that one. We crossed another low here. We delete that one. And now we wait, okay? Okay, so the price went down. It didn't touch this line. So what does that mean? Okay, we might start reversing now, okay? Here we are still waiting. We don't do anything. We are just waiting for highs and lows, okay? I mean, we are just monitoring highs because we are waiting for break of structure, okay? So then we have here another high because we have up and down. And then we are still waiting. We still haven't broken the structure. What happened? Up and down. Up and down. Okay. Boom. Here we break structure. Good. Okay. Here we break structure. So what do? I mark an order block like this. And I go to 1 minute now. Okay. I go to 1 minute. Where are we? We are here. And preferably I am waiting now for a little downtrend on 1 minute, okay? Because I see that we are in uptrend. Okay, I'm gonna mark 1 minute line with the red one. We are in uptrend, 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 uptrend. Yeah, then here we continue the uptrend. But what are we hopefully waiting for is that when we break structure, okay, like this, then price usually goes back into the order block, okay? And this movement down is actually a bearish trend on 1 minute chart. Even though we are bullish on 5 minute, okay, we are bearish on 1 minute. So then I go to 1 hour chart, on 1 minute chart. Here we have our order block, okay? Here we have our order block. And then I'm waiting that we form also a bullish trend in the 1 minute chart within the order block, okay? So then I would go into 1 minute chart and I would wait that, for example, okay, here we broke structure to the upside within the 1 minute chart, and then we continue, and then once we close, then I enter and let's go, okay? So what happened here actually was that the price came inside the order block and it started exploding immediately. So for me, I don't think that I would take this trade, because I would be waiting for 1 minute break of structure to the downside, and then within the order block I would again wait for 1 minute structure to the upside, and then I would enter, okay? But you can see that this would be a winning trade, okay? So let's delete then all of this, and let's go again to 1 minute, 1 hour chart. Let's see what happened in then unofficial New York session. Okay, yesterday we haven't had any sessions because the market was closed, but let's see what happened, what would happen if you would start trading at New York session. Okay, so then if we would start here at 3:30, we would have here another low, and that's about it. Okay, so what would happen? We are right now here, the last line, okay, we are in Tokyo session. What would happen? This would be also the lowest point of London session, like this. Okay, stock market opened, session would start. What happened? Did we have anything? Nah, nothing, honestly. We had here this high, and okay, we have here in the middle of this candle, we have this is fair value gap, okay? This, did anything get hit yet? Nah, nothing. What would happen here? Okay, here we have another low, here we have another high, nothing gets hit yet. Nothing gets hit. Okay, look, the next thing that happened is here, okay? Good, what happened? Here we hit the low and we also hit all of those highs, okay? So let's go and see what happened right now. Nah, not here, wait, not. What happened here with this candle, okay? Good. We go and we see, okay, look what happened. So where have we been? We mark again our highs, our 5 minute highs, because we were in downtrend, okay? Down, down, oops. Okay, look, what happened here? We broke structure to the upside, okay? But we haven't hit anything yet, so we are waiting. We are waiting, we are waiting. Okay, here we hit this little line, okay? This line that happened, this was one hour low, okay? So now we are waiting again for break of structure to the upside, okay? Because we have hit it, and now we are waiting. Up and down, okay? And then we had this massive move up, and we broke structure, and then we had this massive move up, okay? So then maybe we could enter here, okay? Or we could enter, I don't know, I don't think that I would enter with this trade, but yeah, you can see that it definitely works. Okay, we hit 1 hour low, we broke structure on the 5 minute, and then the price essentially goes up. Okay, but yeah, so I wouldn't take this trade, I would keep waiting. Okay, maybe I would wait for one short-term scalp. Okay, because you can see the price went here, the price passed this line, and then with this line it stayed here. Okay, so I would be waiting maybe for one very short term break of structure to the downside, and maybe one to one risk reward ratio. Okay, so now I'm monitoring the lows because I hope to break structure to the downside. Okay, we haven't had anything, okay, here we broke structure. So what do I do then? Okay, I mark an order block, but the problem is that then we broke structure again to the top side, and I would just disregard this trade. Okay, I would say, okay, nothing will happen, so I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna keep waiting. Okay, so then what happens? I wait. Okay, here we bounce out of this like 5 minute fair value gap. Okay, we go up, and then we keep sweeping this, and as you can see, we were sweeping quite many things then to the top side. Okay, wait, let me go back. Yeah, so we started sweeping all of those highs, and then let's see. Okay, we started sweeping all of those highs. I want to show you also then how it moves to the downside. Okay, so here we would enter, we would go up. Okay, now let's go here. Okay, because here I want to show you, because the price yesterday was amazingly, there were so many bullish opportunities, so I want to show you also a bearish one. Okay, let's say that we are here right now. Okay, and we swept this 1 hour high. Okay, so what happens is I am waiting now after the sweep. This is liquidity sweep. I am now waiting for break of structure to the downside. Okay, so we are here, we we swept liquidity, now break of structure. Okay, what happens? Okay, good, we have break of structure here, so I'm gonna mark an order block like this, and now we are waiting that the price hits the order block. Okay, so where did the price hit an order block? It hit it right now here. Okay, with this line. So I go now here to 1 minute, and I'm waiting maybe. Okay, where are we? We are here right now with this candle, and now I am waiting for a break of structure to the downside if we are already in the upside. Yeah, we are, because look, we are in uptrend. Okay, up down, down up. Okay, good. Here you see, here we broke structure to the downside, so here I would actually enter the trade. Okay, after this candle closure I would put my stop loss above the order block, and I would hit maybe previous day. I mean, I would hit first of all 0.5. Okay, here I would 0.5 matches perfectly with this low. I would take partials, so, and then I would target maybe this low here right now, or maybe even all of those lows that we printed here. Okay, but that's quite unlikely. That's like 1 to 8 risk reward ratio, so that probably wouldn't happen. But here with this low I would be quite happy. Okay, so yeah, then let's see what would happen. I would wait. Okay, here I would get a little bit nervous because the trade would go like this. Okay, then somewhere here I would hit already my 0.5 risk reward ratio. I would take half of position out. I would put my stop loss then to break even. Okay, so this would be then stop loss. I would put it here to break even, but then essentially the price would go up and it would take me out, okay? But that would still be a successful trade. So this is actually how we trade, okay? So we are waiting for high time frame liquidity sweep, which happened like here, for example. Then we go to 5-minute chart. We wait that we break structure on the 5-minute chart. Then when we break structure, we mark our order block, we mark our potentially fair value gap, we mark our equilibrium, and then we wait that one of those either fair value gap, order block, or 50% on equilibrium gets hit. Once that gets hit, we go to 1-minute chart. We wait for the opposite break of structure. So if we are 5-minute, if we are in a bullish trend, we are waiting that on 1 minute we are on a bearish trend, okay, until we touch the order block or break of structure or fair value gap or equilibrium on 5-minute. And then when we touch it on 1 minute, we are waiting then for a reversal into the correct direction on 1 minute, okay? So if we are bullish on 5-minute, we are then waiting also to get bullish on 1 minute. And then when we get bullish, we go and we put our stop loss below the order block, okay? Because if the price goes through order block, we already know that then that order block is not valid anymore, okay? And this is where our trade goes bad. So that's essentially it, bro. That's essentially it. I'm trading this strategy and I can see that it works, you know. Of course, there are gonna be some trades that we lose because even the best traders in the world are losing money. They lose about 50% of trades, but by having our risk contained and letting the winner trade run, that's how we make the money, okay? That's how we can lose 50% of the time but still make the money, okay? So bro, do the hard work. Feel free to join our Discord server. I'm gonna do daily analysis now and then trade breakdown also from today if I'm gonna take any trade. But yeah, essentially join, it's for free, I'm not selling anything. Do the hard work and see you on top of the world.